Hey, Shalom, Shalom. First off, I'd like to say, Call Halal, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who taught me. Also, would like to say peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect, the Akim that's pushing his word in all sincerity and faith throughout the four corners of the earth. For the few sincere Akwat, the sisters who watch and believe, Shalom to you as well. Shalom to all of the new fruit, the new viewership, the new believers coming into this faith. Just back with a quick lesson. Just basically going into how basically the powers that be that control society, what we call as the elites, what everybody's given the moniker now, global elites, they're staging a famine. That's why there's been an outcry as far as the farmers is concerned and their inability to naturally just work the land and produce sustenance for the world and the earth as we know it, man. Right now we're in an age where food is being processed and genetically modified in different plants. You know, and the so-called animals that you do have for meat supply. The things that they feed the animal. For example, the cow is supposed to be grazing on grass. They feed the cows actually feed and corn. You know, so it's basically just throwing off the whole ecosystem, man. But the point being made is ultimately to stage a famine, you know, because as the dollar is continually devalued, it's going to take more so-called dollars to be able to get basic necessities like food, and then with the whole situation with the truckers being put under pressure, them threatening to go on strikes, that restricts, the flow of inventory in these grocery stores that people heavily rely on. Because we're in an age where people they don't grow their own food, You depend on your local superstores and markets for your food, okay? But as it pertains to prophecy, we know that these things are marking the beginning of the end of Babylon the Great America, man. But I'll just start off with some scriptures, Lord willing, through the Spirit that's to edify, man, because we're heavy in these times. I'll just get right to the point. Ezekiel 4, I could probably start up, but like I said, just for time's sake, I'm going to hit the point. This is Ezekiel 4:16. It says, Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, behold, I will break the staff of bread in Jerusalem, and they shall eat bread by weight and with care, and they shall drink water by measure and with astonishment. So that's the times that we're into right now, man, to where basically under universal base income, food is going to be rationed out to people, man. All of the things like water supply, these things are going to be given to people in measure. You're not going to just have a free access. Right now, people are the greediest, especially here in Texas, man, to where you have all types of food options whenever it suits your lust for food. Uber Eats, DoorDash, so on and so forth. People eat way entirely too much, man, and they have the ability to have access to food like that. They're going to be in dire straits, when this society completely breaks down, when they no longer have access to food like that, okay? But it says, I will break the staff of bread in Jerusalem, and that's what's happening right now, man. Systematically, the economy is collapsing. The major things that people need from month to month to survive, is a place to lay their head. That's your most costly expense. And then behind that, it had, I would say, food, okay? But the staff of bread is being broken in Jerusalem, man, And it says, and they shall eat, and the scriptures are multifold, of course, too, because I can compare how things relate to Babylon the Great America. It says, and they shall eat bread by weight and with care, meaning there ain't going to be no wasting, man. I remember back when I was growing up, we used to throw away, like, the ends of the bread. But that's going to be wasteful, in the times that we in now, man. You ain't going to be throwing away the ends of the bread, People going to be eating molded bread. It says, they shall eat bread by weight and with care, and they shall drink water by measure. Meaning, it might come to a point where the access to water is limited, and a whole group of people may have to pass around one bottle of water. Okay? So that's the times that we're in right now, man. These are very serious times. Why all manner of folly is being spread in great dignity. You know, harsh measure or harsh times are coming to the earth as we know it, man. That'll go completely knock these people off guard. That's why in the pride, many great miseries shall be done to them that dwell, because they've walked in great pride. I'm loosely paraphrasing Second Ezra, the 8th chapter. Okay, but it says that they may want bread and water and be astonished one with another and consume away for their iniquity. And we always go into, man, there's a thousand ways to die, thousands of ways to die, but dying of famine, that's a very slow, torturous process of death. That's a slow burn, you know. So that's a very excruciating way to have to die, so to speak, is by hunger, by famine. But a lot of these people, these proud ass people in this world, man, that are walking in all manner of wickedness, they're gonna be taken out that way. Okay? People that are obese, they gonna get that fast, that involuntary fast. Okay? But just to back up a point I was making, this is Lamentations 4:9. It says, "They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger. For these pine away, stricken through for want of the fruits of the field." So that's clear to the cut. It says, "They that be slain with the sword," and we know that the modern day sword is the gun. So a headshot, with a gun, a pistol, or a rifle, or whatever the case may be, that's way better than being slain with hunger. Basically, that's a mercy kill to get killed by the sword rather than have to suffer through famine. But a lot of these people, they deserve to suffer that way, man, because the scriptures, for 2/3 of our own wicked people, you Israelites, a lot of our people gonna receive death by pain, and death by pain, it may come from famine, man, from just being starved out. Okay. But also the scriptures talk about Babylon the Great, America being spiritually Sodom and Egypt. So this is also modern day Egypt, where that we always have to go into as well. Okay? But I wanted to read this just to expound on some points, man. How here in modern day Egypt, just like in ancient Egypt, man, it was times of famine. Even during the time of Joseph, when he was raised up under Pharaoh, that's why he had to store the corn, because there was a famine in ancient Egypt. But I'll read this. This is Isaiah 19:4. It says, "And the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel Lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them, saith the Lord of hosts." So this damn devil, the wicked, the earth was given into the hand of the wicked, these elites that are in power, that control everything, the so-called leaders of society, that would be the modern day pharaohs today, man. So the Lord has given us into the hand of a cruel Lord, man. They're going to put draconian measures on people. That's why they're trying to really move this whole artificial intelligence to where ultimately they're going to come in with the MOTB to have just complete control, and then be able to control access to food supply. It says, "And the rivers shall fail from the sea, and the river shall be wasted and dried up." And back then I was talking about the Nile, which through the Spirit, we believe through the Spirit that the Mississippi River, would be the modern day Nile. And it's dried up. Okay? I've seen that first and forehand from experience. Okay? It says, "And they shall turn the rivers far away." Salakia, brother, I'm waiting on an order, so just bear with me one moment.
Hey, how are you? Food is ready.
Oh, thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it. I was just doing some content. Thank you.
Have a good one.
You too. Okay, so Salakia for that. I was waiting on some food I ordered, and the dude brought it out to me while I was doing the video, so hey. But it says, Isaiah 19:6, it says, "And they shall turn the the rivers far away, and the brooks of the fence shall be emptied and dried up. The reeds and flags shall wither. And that's what's happening right now. That just basically represents the water supply, man. You know, the rivers are dried up. There's no longer going to be access to things like water, you know. And it's being staged, we can perceive through the spirit because the earth is a majority water, okay? But the point I want to get, I'm going to jump down, Salaki. I'm going to jump down to verse 8. Isaiah 19 and 8, it says, the fishers also shall mourn, and all they that cast angle into the brook shall lament, and they that spread nets upon the water shall languish. So it says the fishers shall mourn, man. So when you casting out your net, man, it ain't gonna be access to a catch, to fish, you know. So we're coming into that time. That just represents famine, where the fisher shall mourn. They ain't gonna be able to catch anything, you know. Like seafood, that's a delicacy here in Babylon the Great. So when the fishermen are not gonna be having access to be able to bring in a great catch, man, you know, a lot of people that like to go to Red Lobster and all of these seafood restaurants, they're gonna mourn as well, man. But the point being made in the whole lesson is many great miseries shall be done to them that dwell in great pride. And one of the ways that the Most High is going to judge this place is by famine. But the hope for the elect is, it says in Isaiah 65, that the Most High servants are going to eat. So the Lord, he's going to make, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is going to make provision for his servants. So that's why it's important that we hold fast to the faithful word and just have faith on our power, man. Because in the times that we in, we're gonna literally have to rely on a source of divine intervention. You know, just like the children of Israel when they were in the wilderness, man, when they left out of Egypt, man. The Lord provided, you know, manna from heaven. Water came out of rocks. So in the modern day Egypt, the Lord is gonna provide provision as well for his elect. So with all being said, you know, I just want to do a quick lesson while I was waiting on some food. So with all being said, Lord willing and certified, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom, peace and blessings to the elect.